I'm Christine with Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Eagle Creek Packet Reveal Quick Trip, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. Let's dive in. So this toiletry bag is mostly made with recycled 300D polyester, and yep, you should be able to see there's like a diamond ripstop pattern here. It's got it so for durability and stuff, but it's also very lightweight. And then we've got the Eagle Creek logo right here on the front. The fabric is definitely water resistant, like I splashed it on purpose and whatnot, and it like beads up very nicely on the fabric. And then this is the Storm Gray colorway, which is, you know, it's got a few accent pieces or whatever, but you can get it in everything from like black to mandarin, which is like a bright orange, or like there's even one print, but I'm not sure how long that one will be around. Anywho, you've got options if you don't like gray. Looking around the rest of the bag, we do have this very nice carry handle. It's just soft webbing. Pretty simple, but it works really well for pulling it out of a bag, carrying it to the bathroom, hanging it on a hook, stuff like that. Works out really nicely. The zippers are just reverse coil models. I could not find a brand name on them, but they work really well, especially with these cords here. And then you've got the carry handle on one side to help you open it, like hold it to open. And then there are these tabs on the other side to help you close it. So that's really nice. And then the other material to mention here is there's this zipper mesh pocket that we will talk about later. Obviously, this one's going to get wet if you have it sitting with the mesh facing the sink and you have a messy roommate. So keep that in mind and do that if you are thinking that it will be in the splash zone there. Other than that, it's a pretty simple and lightweight bag. There's no structure to the material, which we will discuss more about that later, but it is very lightweight and easy to fill. So if you are finding this video helpful, take a second, click like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content like this to help you travel smarter. Now let's go inside. There's one definite secondary compartment, and then it's debatable which one's the main compartment and which one isn't. So we'll just go through all three. Obviously, like I said, we have this zipper mesh pocket on the outside. It's really great. I've got my toothbrush in here and a razor, obviously facing different ways, but it's like a great spot for things that either you want to get while you're traveling, like maybe lip balm or sanitizing wipes or whatever, or in my case, things that you want to dry out while you're traveling. It allows things to, you know, breathe and whatnot, so you can let them dry out like as you're packing up to go home. Now just keep in mind, obviously the moisture could seep out of that, so it's going to kind of be up to you how you want to do that, but that's what I was doing in my use of this bag. Then you can kind of see, maybe actually it's a little easier. Yeah, it's easier to see on the bottom here. You can see like the one section is definitely smaller than the other, but inside they look the same. So we'll start with this outside one because it is slightly smaller, but you can see like how nice and widely these things open up. I've got a travel brush here, some sunscreen, pills, soap container, earplugs. And what you pack inside is really going to depend more on how you want to use it. Like you could put all of your liquids over here to keep them separate or easy to access, especially if you know you'll have to pull them out at TSA, you could do that. What I did was, I'm gonna go into the second compartment here now. I put my makeup in this center section just because I felt like it was a little more protected. Like I said, it's nice lightweight materials, but there's no structure, no padding on the outside. So you kind of have to be careful if you're packing things like I do. I bring my regular makeup when I'm traveling because if you cannot get eyeshadow into another container and it's already really small. Now, granted, mine have already cracked, not from traveling, just from me at home using them. But I've got a glass bottle of foundation and whatnot too, and then I do have all the rest of my liquids in here. I liked all the space to fill. It was really nice being able to just sort of chuck everything in there, and because then I don't have to worry about, oh, is this pocket gonna hold my soap, or is this pocket gonna hold my makeup, and maybe it doesn't quite fit. So you don't have that going on here, but you do have the issue of if you're traveling with something you're concerned about, it's not gonna be protected at all. And obviously, if you are going to be going through TSA and they need you to pull out your liquids, you're gonna have to put them in something else to put them in this bag to then pull it out to show them at security. I have TSA pre-check, so I don't have that issue, and it seems like the whole rest of the world is getting pre-check at this point too, so maybe you don't have that issue. But if you do, you would want to organize that way, maybe make it a little easier for that. Overall, I do like that, if you were bringing less, this would just take up less room. You know, when you go to put it away, or if you arrive at your destination and you like to unpack everything in the bathroom and just leave it out, this will compress down to just about nothing. Once you take things out, it will just compress all the way down and take up no room at all to just be stashed somewhere while you're traveling. So it's definitely, very user-friendly for different purposes. It's just you have to decide whether your case, use case matches up with it or not. It worked out really nice. I liked all the space. It had space for everything I needed, and so it was a good amount of space. I just wish it had a little bit of structure, although nothing got damaged. I want to say that. Nothing got damaged. I just felt like perhaps something could get damaged. So there you have it, the Eagle Creek Packet Reveal Quick Trip. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.